Hey guys, and welcome to another quick video. And the last one was only 2 days ago, but we have a couple of things that I want to talk about because I am happy. I am so happy. People might have heard me in the past complaining about my phone. I bought like 2 years ago this LG, I think it's the P990, and back then it was the fastest phone. It was the LG Optimus Speed. Oh, whoa, whoa, and I was so happy because everything worked. But the big problem was that LG never really supplied any updates. So all the new Google software that came out was never supplied for the LG, Samsung, and all the other companies did a way better job. So this thing got slower and slower and slower. And at some point I was so fed up that I decided to buy a new phone. But every single time I buy a new phone, I'm thinking like, well, if I wait for another 2 months, that phone will be out. And then another phone will be out. And then the new phone is going to be announced, and I don't like one tiny little bit about it, but there's another phone that was already announced for 2 months later. So I always end up waiting and waiting and waiting, and in the end I don't buy a phone. And now I finally decided to buy one, and especially because LG kind of taunted me a little bit. I think 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago they released 8 months too late one of the Google updates. I think it was for ice cream sandwich. I don't even know. That was like taunting, and Wolf always made fun of me when I tried to open some applications or try to call someone, and it took like ages for it to just load the app. It was really, really annoying. So I decided to buy a phone, and I was kind of looking for either the Samsung S3, Galaxy S3, or going for the Nexus 4. And the thing is, because the Nexus, first of all, I swore to myself, never again am I gonna buy an LG phone. The hardware was awesome, but the software was the big problem, the update. So I thought, well, either I go for Samsung because they have a really good update policy, or I go for the next Nexus. As it turns out, Google decided to build the Nexus with LG, so I was just looking at it. I was like, are you serious? Are you trolling? But I think I thought about everything. I was like, okay, I get the LG hardware and the Android software, so I'm like, okay, I'm fine with that. But the problem was that there were so few phones, and if you bought them over the App Store, it was pretty cheap. So a lot of people try to buy them as fast as possible. And I knew that I would come to Germany, but we didn't really know if the phone will arrive. So I ordered the phone like 4.5 weeks ago, and I'm leaving for Poland today in, let me have a quick look at the clock, in 3 hours actually. And today the phone arrived. I was so happy. So now I finally have my new phone. That's the box. And I am so fucking happy with that thing. I toyed around with it. I set everything up so far. It's a little bit bigger than my old one. I really love it. I mean, I have to just see how it works in normal daily usage and how the battery is and everything. But yeah, I was really, really happy with it. So this old one can finally fuck itself because I'm so fed up with it. And yeah, I'm finally a human being that arrived in the 21st century. And I bought a few other things because I told you that I want to do a few more video blogs in the future. And one of the big problems that I always had in Korea is that if I try to record one in a cafe, for example, the background noise is too loud. And you guys have been complaining in the past that it's a bit too annoying, that it's really difficult sometimes to understand what we're saying. And it was also for me kind of annoying to upload those things to YouTube, because then suddenly YouTube would bitch a little bit and be like, well, you have that song in your video and we can't allow you to upload that. And in a certain country it would be blocked. And I'm like, well, there was no song. It was just the background noise, but that didn't really count. So I bought a new microphone. I have it here, and bought the camera cable that I needed because that was a little bit difficult. A few of you might have watched the video that I released a few weeks ago where I asked for help of how to deal with that. And I want to give a quick shout out to the guys from NASL. They helped me a lot, talked to me, and also the guys here at Freaks for You. So now I have a phone, a microphone, and as soon as I come back to Korea, I will start recording a few more video blogs, and I will definitely release them, or will record them in a bit of a different environment, so I don't have to be in my apartment the entire day, where I control the sound settings and also the sound environment, of course, but I can go to a cafe and can, of course, also just record a few interviews. Grubby already told me that we should do an interview while he's in Korea. That's probably one of the things that we're going to do pretty soon. And yeah, so right now, I'm pretty happy. I'm sad. My trip to Germany so far was a success. I got my dentist appointments and everything. And I love that guy. He is so awesome. He's so good. So now I'm all set again. I can leave. I'm gonna fly to Poland in about 3 hours. Got everything prepared now. I have my new phone. I have my new microphone. I got rid of the old phone. And yeah, life is good. Life is really good. Yesterday I tweeted a picture. You might have seen it on Twitter about us hanging up in one of the Yeah, the Brauhaus in Germany, in Spandau. It was brilliant. We had the food there was so good, and the beer was just it was art. The beer was like the best beer that I've had in a year. Yeah, definitely in a year. So home brewed beer in one of the in the Brauhaus. It was actually like so good. Well, we had a pretty good night, and yeah, met with a few friends that I haven't seen in a while. So currently I'm a happy guy, and now the work part of my trip begins. So I'm going to IEM right now. I'm really excited about it. A lot of good players. Should be awesome to meet up with Calaris, with Apollo, and with all the other guys that will be there. Of course, with the players as well. And then after that, I go to Paris, cast Iron Squid. And then I have another week left to meet with my dad in particular. He got a little bit unlucky. Apparently, he ran a red light. I don't know when that happened. I can't see him running a red light. Apparently, it happened. I think it happened at night. But it doesn't really matter. The thing is, he got caught, and now he lost his driving license and for like 30 days. Yesterday was only the second day, and he called me and was like, "Hey, well, if you're here, could you drive me to that point on next Tuesday?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, no problem." But it's pretty fun because I think that's the first time ever that my dad lost his license for a few weeks. So for me, this is really funny. I mean, he's lucky. So that coincidence with the time when I'm actually in Germany, so I can help him out a little bit depending on where he has to go. But yeah, when I heard that, I had to laugh quite a bit. I mean, yeah. I can't just see him without a license. He's the guy who's always driving around, not only to work, but he works so much. I'll tell you about that stuff in another time, but the point being is that he has to drive around a lot, so him without a car, that's something that I just can't picture. But on the other hand, that will probably force him to spend a little bit more time with me, and I can catch up with what happened while I was gone, and of course also tell him what was happening in Korea in the meantime. Yeah, I think that's actually it for now. So I just wanted to let you guys know what happened so far, and that I'm definitely gonna tweet a few more pictures with my new phone. I think the camera is a lot better than with the old phone, and probably also able to. I told you that I tried to record a few videos with my tablet when I'm and IEM and in Paris, but I might actually just do that with a phone. I don't know which camera is better. Might upload two, and then you guys can decide which one's better, and I'll use it in the future. Yeah, so that's fun. That's it for now. So guys, thank you very much for watching today, and I talk to you soon with the next video, probably from Poland, not quite sure yet, so might be from Germany when I come back from Poland, depends all on the internet connection and everything, but I'll try. So see you guys soon, and yeah, have an awesome week.